to BackChat. I'm your host, Timo Madima. And this evening we're chatting to Thando Dlodlo. We're going to continue to have these conversations with the athletes because it is important for South Africa. I hope you guys are good and that you had a good weekend. We've been struggling a bit with the network connection, but I think we are back and fully strong now. Ashley van Tonder, how you doing, Ash? Hope you're doing well. Grobies, welcome. RV Rivix, 400 meter, welcome. Sarah Kruger, Miles. Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. This evening, as I said, we're going to be chatting to Thando Dlodlo, the next big thing essay. Welcome, Fancy WW. Thando Dlodlo is in the building. So I'm going to have a chat with him. I think we're going to connect again and see if it works better. Welcome to BackChat. I'm your host, Timo Madima. And as I said, this evening we're chatting to Thando Dlodlo, a speedster, Jane Tipo. I see you all the way from New Zealand. Thando's connecting, and then we're going to get the conversation started. Kanyani Mabaso, Kanyisani, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening, South Africa, and the rest of the world. I see we've got some internationals as well. Jane Tipo from New Zealand. Can you just wave at me so that I can just continue to see that everybody can hear me loud and clear. Good evening, South Africa. Welcome, welcome, Javian. Thando's just trying to connect now, and then we're going to get started. Good evening and welcome to BackChat. Hope you guys have had a good weekend. Thando.
Hey, let's do this thing finally, man.
Hey, it's a challenge, man. This internet connection is a challenge. Yeah? This is South Africa. Yeah, it's a bit better at least. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? But it's lagging again. Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Let's start again. Ladies and gentlemen, with us this evening, we've got Thando Dlodlo. I'm going to start by doing an introduction because, hey, that introduction is important. You know, people must know who is in the building with us this evening. So let's get that going and then we'll get started, brother. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, with us, we've got Thando Dlodlo. He is the former SA 100-meter record holder for the juniors under 20. He's the African Games 100-meter finalist, CAA under 20 Southern Region Championships 100-meter and 200-meter gold medalist. He's the SA under 20 Championships 200-meter gold medalist, World under 20 Championships 100 and 200-meter Team SA squad member. He was also the 4x100-meter relay, part of the team that broke the SA record in a time of 37.65, as well as all African Games 4x100-meter bronze medalist. Ladies and gentlemen, Thando Dlodlo. How you doing?
I'm toast, man. I've been looking forward to this all day.
Yeah, man. Thanks for joining and thanks for coming on. It's always exciting, man, chatting to the athletes. And I think, man, you've got a special story to share with South Africa. You know, that's why I was like, Thando, can you come on, man? We want you on, you know? So I'm going to get started. You can still hear me, no?
Sure.
All right. So the next thing we're going to do before we get started, I'm going to take, we have to play a game. It's called 30 seconds. What's in the bag? Very simple. Man. So you've got 30 seconds. Here's my watch. Name as much things as possible that you have in your competition bag. The record is 18. Ne? So just think about that. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I have my spikes. If I'm wearing a bodysuit, then I have a vest and a tie. If I'm wearing a vest and a tie, then I have a bodysuit in my bag. I have my wallet. I have my phone. I have sometimes some snacks. and then obviously water and sometimes power depending on what is permissible left for me. And then the towel.
Towel.
Yes.
You got 6 seconds.
And then Voltaren and what's this? Tiger Bomb.
All right, that's 12. Okay. 12 is not bad, man. You're in the top half of the ranking list. So well done, at least. Not bad. All right, man. Let's get started. Yo, I think there's so many questions that I wanna ask. Ladies, if you wanna ask questions to Thando Dlodlo, make sure to send your questions. We're gonna take the questions as well, so make sure to send those through. We'll be taking them as well. Welcome to everybody. Letonolo More, thanks for joining. Smiley Kennedy, Tebza Limau is in here. Oh, Lelani Van Veek. That's my coach. He's joined in as well as many other people that are in. They want to hear what Thando Dlodlo is about, man. They want to hear your story, and we're going to start sharing it. So let's start. First things first, man. Where did your athletics journey start, man?
So please say that again.
Where did your athletics journey start? Were you always an athlete, or where did you start before you came to the 100?
Oh no, I've always been doing the short distances, but like obviously in primary school, there's a lot of people doing athletics, but I feel like where I actually started, realizing that no, I really want to do this was under 14. Actually, I was 14, but running under 15 at the SA game, and then there was those guys, Sherman Rainers, Kyle Apple, and them. But I was able to win the 10.98. So I saw that like sub-11, and I'm so I'm not even 15 yet. Understand? So then I felt like, no, man, maybe in the following months to come, I can run an SA record, because the SA record at that time was 10.88. Understand? So me and my coach sat down and like, no, man, by March we must be able to go around 10.80 around there, and then we work towards it. Open the season was like 11.0, and then work towards it, and then by March I ran 10.77, and then like then for me it meant everything, and I felt like, like this is my thing for this. And then I broke the 200-meter SA schools record as well. So from then on, and then after that, in Stellenbosch, the week after the SA schools, I won both. I won golds in the 100 and the 200. And from then on, it was just like, no, I cannot leave this sport. Unfortunately, like in the years after that, like 2016, there were some injuries bothering me, but I'm still here.
I mean, it's an amazing story, because most of the people usually athletics is not where they started. They usually started in soccer or rugby or something like that, But like you said, from an early stage, you saw that athletics is what you're gonna focus on and be good at. And I think you made the right choice, man. I mean, let's just move. I'm gonna fast forward to you running the SA junior record. So I'm gonna fast forward to you running the SA junior record. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, so obviously that was a magical time. Just run us through that moment, man. How was that moment? I mean, that record belonged to...
That moment was like, I felt like, with the previous years, me sort of like struggling. I felt like, that was the moment where I like sort of like revived myself. So what happened was, let me start telling you from December basically. So after the preseason in December, like I was training alone here in Val. So I was basically, my coach was sending me a program, and then I do it here alone. So I basically didn't do any speed for like that whole December. I was doing endurance. I didn't even wear spikes that whole December. Just doing endurance, longer stuff. And then January, I opened in the 446. I think the 100 was a 10.4, 10.45. And then we're like, like I haven't even, touched the mechanical stuff, and I'm able to go this fast, you understand?
Yeah.
And we started working. We just keep working, and then I think a week before nationals, I ran the 100 against Atani and those guys. And then I was like, I don't know what happened before that week. I ran 10.40 something, and I was 8. You understand? So I was like, I was even started to tell my coach that maybe I should just. I was even started to tell my coach that maybe I should use the 100 for the essays, because I'm struggling. I'm coming 8th against these guys. What's going to happen at the SEC? And then I was like, no, you can't do
Yeah.
this. You have to fight for what you've been training for the past month. And then I was like, okay,
Yeah.
no problem. And then went in. I remember like everything that day just happened so like my mood was just so good that day. I woke up feeling happy, got to the stadium, felt good in my warm up, everything, you understand? And then I looked at these guys that beat me a week ago and I was like, no, but today they won't repeat the same thing that they did last week. AK and them, you know. And then I just went in the blocks there. I knew that AK was gonna relax, you know, because he normally relaxes in the heat and then pushes in the final. So I was like, no, I must make use of this opportunity. Then I just went from the start. I went, and then I saw that I'm flying now. I think 80 meters into the race, AK started closing in, and then it was like, I was like, no man, let me just shut down. And then I saw the results saying 10:15. I was like, what 10:15? And I relaxed. So maybe the last 5 meters. I feel like if I ran through the line, it would have been another time. I feel like it would have even been faster than the essay record, the previous essay record. And then I went to eat. A few hours later, I was tired actually before that. I was very tired. And then Roscoe, I think, was on my inside. And then I just went again, gone. And then I think before maybe around 20 meters or so, Roscoe caught up and passed. And then I just, you know, did what I could that way. But I feel like I could have done a lot more in the heat.
Yeah, it's amazing because yeah, like if you look at that race, I think the seniors that year it was really crazy because the times that were being run at Tugs that day were just fast. 200-meter was fast, 100-meter was fast.
Yeah.
But like,
Everything
tell us,
was,
man,
yeah.
because so tell us, because you obviously the race you were in, you didn't come, you went first, ne? What went through your mind when you saw the result and you saw that you've got the SA junior record? What was going through your mind at that point?
I was just very relieved, you know, because I felt like I don't want to. Actually, the reason for me also slowing down in the heat, I don't want to run a fast time and then not be able to repeat it in a sense. So I was trying to save something for the semifinals so that at least I can run something close to that. So, but I was still like very, very, very tired. You know, I was exhausted. Even when I ran my PB last year in Italy, I was just so exhausted before the race. But I was just relieved, you know, that like all my effort finally, no matter what happens now, I have the S record at least for the next few months. Who knows? Yeah.
I see Simon Mahakwe is in the building. Kiggs is the high jumper. Simon Mahakwe, welcome, guys. The lion is here. He says, thanks for joining, guys. Yes, I mean, it's an amazing story. And I mean, obviously, I know you struggled with injuries and you had those type of challenges as well. What I'm saying, you obviously struggled with injuries and that type of challenges as well.
Yeah.
What would you say? What has kept you going through those difficult times? What is the one thing that kept you coming back? You know, even though I mean, athletics we all know, and I think for sprinters, you know, getting injured is like such a normal thing because it doesn't matter where in the world the sprinter is. But how do you come back? Obviously, you get to a point where you've been training for long. Your training starts improving. How do you make sure that you come back better, stronger, and faster?
I feel like for me, even though I was getting injured, all those injuries, I always believed in myself because the injuries will come like at a certain time in the season whereby I've already run fast before the injury comes. So I was like, maybe I should plan my season differently in 2018 rather than running fast times in January and February, rather season for March and after that, you understand? So yeah, and then the other thing again, you know, like I've always wanted to make the national team. I mean, everyone wants to make the national team. So I use that as motivation. Like, no man, I cannot. If ever it happens that I retire, I cannot just leave without wearing the green and gold. You understand? So I was like, no, I must push. But again, I must look after my body better, and then everything will come together.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, continue.
Okay. It's okay.
Sorry, man. Hey, this connection, like sometimes, you know, when you stop, I think I must jump in before it slows down. But yeah, but I hear what you're saying. It's absolutely the truth, man, because, you know, it's always good to have like goals and have things that motivate you to always come back. Because like I mean, in athletics, things don't always go your way. You know, they don't always go as planned, and you can be in the best shape of your life, né? And not be able to run because of an injury or something. So it's one of those challenges.
And that's exactly what happened in 2018. Before the World Juniors. Actually, I was like hot before going to Finland, but I think we were flying on the Saturday. So like the Thursday, I was doing some training, and then like I think on the second rep, I felt like I hit myself badly, and I started to pray and hope that it was a false alarm. I went again, and I felt like no, indeed I did hit myself. So then I
Yes.
just went to see my physio the following day, and then she told me that maybe she wasn't trying to hurt my feelings because she knows how hard I work. And then she was like, no, I'm all good to go. And then we eventually went to Finland, and then I wasn't able to run, unfortunately. But yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah, it's part of the game, man. Role models.
And then again, okay, role models.
No, sorry, you were saying?
No, I wanted to tell you that again, like even like last year, I was lucky because like I think 4 weeks before Doha World Champs, I was still trying to recover from an injury from that game. Understand? So it was a bit of a rough season for me last year as well. So I feel like if things were smoother, it might have been a bit better for myself in the
Yeah, but I mean, you know, like if I look at what you've achieved already at this stage and at such a young age, you know, I mean, you turned 21 this year, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, being at world champs and
Yeah.
man, I think you've got a lot of things working for you. You've broken SA junior record. I mean, before we even get to your 2019 season, I mean that was a fantastic season. In
Yeah.
Europe, you were firing on all cylinders, 10:08, and
Yeah.
then you went on and to top it off by running the joint, obviously, with Simon Mahakwe, Kani Simbini, as well as Clarence breaking the SA 4x100 meter record. 37, you know, hey, it was the first time we saw a 37 on the clock, you know.
No,
Um,
I think that like before that race, you didn't go into it with any expectations. You just went there, just to run. Because even our training before that, it wasn't like perfect. I feel like we're all like shocked, like, hey, you're capable of that. No, let's. And then from there, we just got excited, and then focus just shifted, went that way. You understand? So like, we were so excited. I've never been so excited. Like, 37 kids. I was really happy. So,
Man, like, and the nice thing is that, you know, you ran it in the semi. The final, you put out another 37. You know what I mean? This is like, for South Africans to see 37 on a 4x100 meter relay, like that was new to us. And I mean, it just, because what you guys did there is like you almost just, you just stamped what we already believed. Like we've got one of the best, I totally believe we've got like one of the best 4x100 meter teams in the world at the moment, you know. We just need, if we can sharpen it up and, there's more training for it, there's like a gold medal definitely in the pipeline for Tokyo, you know?
we believe so. We believe so. Like this year, that was the plan this year. We were planning to host more camps, run more races together, and then for sure we are gonna run horses and lots, and we're gonna have one goal in mind. Because already we know that we are capable of making the final, so we're not gonna get excited after like the heat and just forget about the final. So this year for sure we're gonna go for it. But there's obviously next year we'll go for it
For
again.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure. I was asking about role models. Do you have a role model? Is there anybody in South African athletics or anywhere in the world who was your role model coming up as a young athlete?
You know, I would say like obviously like when I was like really young, like maybe 13, 14, I would look up to the guys that are just slightly older than me, because I'm like they're close to us and we race together sometimes. So like obviously Bo, Clarence and those guys. There was a time when I can say that I really want to run as fast as you guys. You understand? And then obviously like last year, moving on to the senior ranks, now I'm hanging with the big dogs, AK and them, playing with them in Italy and all that. I feel like I really studied, the way they do things and did them myself. And yeah, I feel like those guys, the AK and them, yeah.
All right, cool, man. And like, so obviously, track and field in South Africa, it's we personally believe that it should be on a totally different level, man. Because if you look at the performances from youth, high school athletes, all the way to senior, the performances are showing that the 100-meter is and the sprints or even athletics in South Africa is one of those events that is constantly bringing in top stars. I mean, you guys, you're a new wave or new generation of sprinters that is just changed the game. I remember we had Morne Nacho on, and he was saying one of the up and coming athletes he sees that's going to take over in the next few years is Thando Dlodlo. I don't know if it's because of the name. That name sounds dangerous, but he said it because you're consistent. You've been consistently improving over the past years, and breaking the SA junior record, running a 10:08 as well at the age of 20. I mean, that's amazing. So next up, we're looking at maybe sub 10. What are your thoughts on sub 10, man? Is that something obviously that's every sprinter's dream? What do you feel about that, and what do you think about it?
Yeah, like I feel like I have a crazy mindset because even when I was a junior, I felt like I just want to go and chill sub 10, like I don't know. But then again, like last year, obviously the plan was to go sub 10. We went to Europe, we were seeking for the sub 10, but like obviously, like for me, everything was new. The conditions, everything, it just felt harder to run fast, But I got a PB and I was happy with that. But I feel like there's those little things that should be worked on. Like last year, my last 40 wasn't as strong as I would have wanted it to be. So for sure, like we've always been speaking about sub 10, like coach and I. So it's bound to happen. I feel like if I continue doing what I'm doing, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So obviously, if I look at a lot of the top runners in the world at the moment, going to Europe has always been one of those things that has played a big role in them performing well. I'm gonna take some questions as well. I see there's a few questions, but before I take them, I just wanna ask this one. And 2019, you also took the same route, and you had pretty much, it was pretty much your first or second time going to Europe for an entire season there. Can you just explain, like, what role did that play in where you getting to running the 10:08 and then obviously being part of the team SA that went to break the SA record? Well, what role did running in Europe play in your career, would you say?
I feel like there was a lot of things that you're gonna have to deal with eventually when you are like fully pro athletes, anyone So like all the traveling, like all the foreign places that you just adjust to within a day or 2 days of arriving, and things like that. So I feel like with every race, I managed to handle everything better. I think you know like the weather and everything, and sometimes some don't even shape things like that, and just those kind of things that I managed to get used to, and then eventually set them in your personal best. And also competition-wise, there was a lot of big names that I feel like I went up against last year, so it also helped me to remain calm, in the future if I can face big names again.
Yeah. So tell us, man, like, obviously, like most people, when you're back home and you hear an athlete is going to run in Europe, I think in the mind, they just think it's like a holiday, like, what are some of the challenges of traveling and being in Europe and trying to compete? I mean, first of all the competitions are, the quality of field that you get there is very high. But like, how did you deal with the whole like environment? You said also a lot about adjusting and trying to get used to that, because it's one of the things that you must overcome if you want to be a world class athlete or sprinter.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I'm really lucky to be a part of a big group. You understand? So like I was never traveling like totally alone. I was
Uh,
always with someone like maybe Enrico or whoever, or going with other athletes there. And then when I get there, I have people to talk to, and it's easier. But like I remember getting to Italy, like getting to the hotel there, and like I was just lost in translation with the lady at the hotel there. I could just imagine traveling alone. Like, obviously English is not the top thing in that side, you know. So those kind of things, like yeah, just being around these guys, you know, I feel like it's easier. Everyone we all in Chile, and then everyone goes to do their thing. So when you go to do your own thing, you know, like nah, I'm doing my job now, and I'm gonna get back there and unite with everyone.
Yeah. All right. I see here Sam Classic says a question. I'm gonna take this question and then we're gonna wrap it up soon as well. The question from Sam Classic Fitness, it says, "What's your time to beat on the 100 meter before you retire, fam?" So he's asking, what time would you wanna run? You still have so much time, and I mean, at 21, I mean, your career
I'm not even
has
thinking
just
about the
started.
style, yeah, yeah, because but like I feel like this year I was on track. The thing is that like you know this before this COVID-19 thing took over. Anyway, I feel like I was on track to do something like basically. I feel like my coach will even support the team. Yeah, I think every sprinter wants to run sub 10. Sub 10. If I can run sub 10, then I'll start talking about new records that follow. And I also read AK talking about the African record. I feel like like there's no better feeling than to smash records. I feel like that feeling satisfaction. You understand? But I feel like I can only talk about such things when I dip under 10. When I dip under 10, then I will say no. Now we can look at like big time.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Under 10 is, I believe, man. I believe. Next year we'll be having you on and we'll be chatting about running the your first sub 10 because, South African athletics, man. Everybody's getting fast. You currently on a rise, and we know that, man, big things are gonna be coming in the future. Let's wrap it up now. The last what message would you have to say to like South African up and coming young athletes that they look up to you as a role model, as well as a message to all those who support you in South African athletics and so on? What would you like to tell them?
I'd like to say to the supporters, thank you very much. Keep believing in me, keep trusting me, and all of these positive things. And then to up and coming athletes, I was just like depending on their age, obviously, I'd like to tell them like you shouldn't rush things. The time will come to do certain things. Just keep training, keep the focus, and then keep praying, of course.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Thando Dlodlo, up and coming sprint sensation. Like when I look at your accomplishments, man, as well as some of your PBs, I want to ask one more question. What distance? What's your favorite item? And is it the 100-2? I know you've also run the 4. You've got a 46.22 on the 400. You've got a 20.41 on the 200, and 10.08 on the 100. What's your favorite event?
I think my favorite event is for sure actually the 100 meters. Just that this 200 meters like so ever since 2019 began, I've just started to get the hang of it again. I was like, obviously my finish for the 100 meters was not as strong as I wanted to be. The 200 meters will be a bit and the 400 obviously, but yeah, the 100 meters for sure.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for coming on to BackChat. Thanks for joining. Thanks for your time. And yeah, apologies about the connection in the beginning there. It was a bit of a challenge, but at least we got the chat going. And yeah, from us, Backtrack, man, we're gonna always continue supporting you, man. Keep shining, keep raising South Africans' flag high. I know there's so much more to come, man, and we're gonna be out here looking out for you. We want to see you guys bring back that gold, man, that gold medal at the Olympic Games next year. It's definitely possible. So do it.
You'll be with us, most.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Because I know you also have your own hustle going, your own grind going.
Man. I'm always. I'm on the grind. I'm low key though.
No stress. We're also watching you.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining BackChat this evening. We're chatting to Thando Dlodlo. Look out for this guy. 10.08 at the age of 20. He's gonna take over soon. So keep watching, keep supporting. Thanks for watching BackChat this evening. Apologies about the connection. It is South Africa after all. Hey, data, network, but we're here. Thanks, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're speaking to middle distance athlete Kesa Muletsane. So make sure to join hashtag the hashtag Nda. See you guys tomorrow. Take care. Good night and God bless.